you're going to be so frustrated because you have to juggle with so many different tools right now, right? And in fact, every parent that we're speaking to in the US is giving us the same feedback. And you know what's even worse? Coaches are spending more time on these admin than actual coaching today. And because all of this information is scattered across all these platforms, parents are not able to understand what is the value that these academies are giving them. Why was my kid not selected for this match today? What is happening? What is the growth plan for my kids, right? And therefore, most of these academies have this attrition, more than 50% attrition, because parents keep hopping from one academy to the other, hoping that things will change, right? To operations, once we have all this data, we then give them actionable insights on how to improve your player and develop the player, and then translate this into real-time portfolios for an athlete, right? You all have LinkedIn? LinkedIn for an athlete. That's what it's going to be, but automated, right? And being a startup here in India, we've been able to go to the UK, some of the biggest sporting nations in the world, and overthrow, in fact, replace some of the best players who've raised millions of dollars in funding today, because one, most of these platforms are purely admin, or they are focused on match data, right? But 95% of development actually happens in training. Imagine an academy with 250 players. Do you think every player gets to play in a match? Absolutely not. Then what happens to them? If it was your child and this data means you getting professional contracts and athletic scholarships, would you be okay with that? No, this is why academies and parents love Dartle, because we're not just match data, we're also training data. We're not just admin, we're an all-in-one platform, and we help the academies connect with the community, all while adding zero overheads and disruptions. And our subscription model is also, our business model is also flexible. We have two models. There's a subscription model where academy pays us a monthly fee based on the number of players, up to $12 per player per month. And also we charge 5% on every transaction that goes through Dartle. Like, we can help them collect fees and other transactions, right? So those are the two business models. And as I was saying, we had the fortune to, being an Indian company, had the fortune working with some of the biggest clubs in the world in the UK, Blackburn Rovers and Manchester City. And now we've been able to use that blueprint and go to the US, sign up 8 different pilots, which includes, guys, listen to this, which includes 3 conversions and an MLS Next sponsorship. This is the youth division for where Messi is playing today, and our logo is on their jerseys right now, right? And we have a $600,000 pipeline right now, which includes customers which are ready to take the platform or try out the platform when the new season starts in January. And partly this has been due to the market as well, because there's a lot of push for standardization and data, especially post-COVID. And if you're an academy who's not using data, parents are not willing to put your kids there. And we help academies get this advantage. 2, there's a lot of push from the government as well. The United States Soccer Federation is giving away grants if you're if you're adopting and using technology. And again, we help these academies get those grants. And soccer is the second fastest growing sport in high school in the US, partly thanks to the FIFA Club World Cup, the FIFA World Cup, Messi being there. And you have to see the news now. Taylor Swift, Jason Derulo, Jay-Z, they're all investing and buying sports cups right now, because sports is passion, right? Sports is connected to ROI. There's a huge ROI connected to the real estate, and it's almost recession-proof. And we are targeting right now the 3,000 soccer academies in the US with more than 100 kids who are charging about average $200 as fees. And as I said, we are trying to double this down. Everything we have done so far has been just through LinkedIn, not even premium, just been through LinkedIn. And I think together, imagine what we could do. Follow some of the successful templates of some of the existing startups and some of the experiments that we have done. We can have direct feet on the ground. We can have channel partners and be part of some of the major events, and eventually go B2C and expand into multiple sport. And we've been able to do this because of our team, because we've been athletes. I was a national athlete. My co-founders are also athletes. And then our team, we have experience working in some of the biggest sports organizations, La Liga, Qatar Sports Tech, Manchester United, Manchester City, and even technology guy, Vibhu is one of the early developers who developed Amazon, Kindle, and Alexa, right? And we understand this pain. Remember I told you earlier, the best way to understand this, remember I told you earlier that I couldn't get into the IIT, right? Most of my friends wrote the JEE exam. None of them got in. I'm jealous and happy and I don't know what. But, you know, the problem was, they all got to try. They did not get in. But when I told my coach I want to be a basketball player, he told me, listen, I don't know how to get you there. My parents didn't know, my coaches didn't know, my teachers didn't know, and this was frustrating because I had to give up my dreams without even trying. And we don't want to let that happen to another kid tomorrow. And that's the reason why we built Dartle. And what we're trying to do in the next 2 years is is majorly most of our fundraise, 45% of that is going to be spent on trying to get to $2.5 million in revenue, get to 200 academies, and start working with associations, federation level deals, and also integrate with some of the existing wearable tech and hardware tech out there, and also incorporate a little bit of AI. We already have some, but we have to have AI today, otherwise we're going to go obsolete very soon, right? So that's Dartle for you. We've all been cheering for India, Pakistan, or whenever the Olympics comes. We've all been cheering for the teams. But today, hopefully, we can all join hands and make a revolution in sport. Truly transform. We obviously want to be the biggest academy management player in the US, but we also want to do it for India as well. So thank you so much for the opportunity. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. So let me tell you something interesting. I'm a little older than you by a few years, maybe, as you can see. So when I was a student of engineering, people would say that, Indians are good at tech, but they are not good enough for the world. Then we started exporting talent to the US. Then we said, no, Indians made good employees, but they can't make good companies. Then Infosys, Wipro, etc., started. Then we said, okay, they can make good services company, but they can't make products. Then product companies like Rolta started. Then they said, okay, they can make products, but they cannot make products that the whole world uses. Of course, we have examples like Zoho, but I'm very proud to see that not just did you make the tech, but people all around the world are using it, and for that, we should give you a very big hand.
Thank you.
So you're already a winner for the next 2 days. Uske baad you'll be second in queue. Right? Iski shaadi hogi ke nahi hogi? Do you think iski funding hogi ke nahi hogi? Ek hi baat hai. Right? So investors, if you have
Best wedding gift, I think.
Best wedding gift for theek hai. That's what I'm saying. Nahi hui to iski shaadi cancel. If your wife or if fiance is watching, we've got to impress her now. So investors, please, thoda sa dil rakho. He needs to be invested. Look at his amazing achievements. Do you have any questions for him? Any questions for him? Okay, do I have any questions from any investor? You can check with the remote investors. We have Sachin Tagra.
Just talk about your direction. Where are you selling? How are you selling? How many clients you have? Are they paid clients? How much you charge? Just talk about in the entire GTM strategy about your business.
Yes. So right now we are primarily in the US. We've started with 8 pilots. I think we've signed up 3 of them. We've converted into full-time customers. Average check size is, on the minimum side, it's about $20,000. The MLS Next sponsorship deal is a $60,000 deal, for example. Then the other customer called Strive, we have only signed up 40 of their players. That itself is about $30,000. But if we sign up their entire 250 players, that's going to be about $240,000 close. So that's the number.
Just explain how does it work. You said 50 players.
Right.
And how does it get converted into the revenue? How much you charge?
So typically we charge $12 per player per month, but early adopters we are now giving it for $6 per player per month in the US. So typically what the academy does is they upsell, so they increase the fees of parents by $50 a month and then upsell this. That's one of the models. And also Dartle allows the academies to collect these fees from parents via the system. So then for every transaction we charge 6%, 3% for Stripe and 3% for us. So right now for early adopters.
What is your accumulated revenue till now? How much have you sold till now?
So right now it's about
ACV of $60,000.
$60,000 till now.
Till now.
This is in this year, 2025, in the US, because previously we were in the UK, which was a different model, and we had to exit the market because there was a major competitor called Kitman Labs, and we were doing really well with some of the major clubs, and they came and signed a deal with the entire Premier League. But it was a fortune in disguise for us because Blackburn Rovers and City wrote to the Premier League saying, see, listen, Dartle is the platform we want to use, not Kitman Labs, because they're still better. So we still show that email to our customers, and that has helped bring our sales cycle time from like 3 months to 1 month, because that adds credibility. Because Kitman Labs is a huge brand. They have $30 million in revenue, and to hear that Dartle is better than them is like an amazing achievement. So in the in the UK, we did about $50,000 in revenue.
जितनी बात करनी है कर लो, कल परसों के बाद तो चुप ही बैठना है. थोड़े छोटे-छोटे आंसर्स दो, we can ask more questions.
Sure.
Pranav, Sachin, speak your question louder because audience can't hear you.
Where have you raised money from 290K and when did you raise, at what valuation?
Yes, so we've raised from one of the accelerators called Upeka. They were our major investors in the last round. And there are other angel investors who've come in. Everybody is Indian. Upeka is the only accelerator which is from the US. So the time period would be from the start of 2023 till now.
And at what valuation wo bhi batao?
Yeah, valuation would be 13.58 crores.
13.5, so roughly almost
Same.
exactly the same.
Exactly the same.
Yeah, because this is 13.65 pre-money.
Yes.
That's 14 crore post-money. Pranav, you had a question.
Yeah, a couple of questions from overseas investors. Why are they not focusing on India? That's one. And apart from that,
मैं तब तक उसका पहले क्वेश्चन का आंसर मैं दे दूं. इंडिया में एकेडमीज इतने पैसे नहीं देते हैं. Right or wrong?
For parity, yes, India will get you 1 lakh, where an US academy can get you 20 lakhs. But we're still taking India as like a data source in a lot of. We get, like last month, we signed up about 20 academies all organically in India.
20 academies in India?
In India,
Okay.
Yes, all
That's your
organic.
answer.
and UK was shut. What are the odds of facing a similar challenge in the US?
Okay, so great question. I think firstly in the US, like we've already started to put, like we started talking to the United States Soccer Federation as an early mover in terms of what we can do. The advantage that Kitman Labs had in the UK does not exist in the US because UK had a system. Kitman Labs was coming in and building that system or working on top of that system. That is not going to work in the US. They've already tried it twice. It didn't work. Whereas US Soccer Federation have not, or we are already talking with them for a deal in 2027. So we are already discussing with them to implement this in 2027. We're already working with two federations as a model. India, Kerala Football Association, Kerala Basketball Association, for example.
Last question. Do you have plans to have feet on street, or do you already have?
I
Not
wouldn't
right.
say feet on the ground,
Yeah.
but yeah. You want to answer?
No, not right now. We do not have feet on the ground, but we have plans of, I mean, rather than feet on the ground, it'll be most probably the founders who are going there for direct sales.
Yeah, but still feet on the ground
Yeah,
from our side.
it'll be there.
So events are a major
There is an
source.
admin question.
Yeah.
Sharan,
Yeah, it's actually a very important one. You're not registered in India.
are the
We are
investors
registered.
investing in an Indian company?
Yes.
Do you have any other company?
We have a subsidiary in the US, which is completely owned by the Indian company.
So it's completely owned. That means we
Yes.
get the economics of the whole world.
Yes.
It's a wholly owned subsidiary.
Yeah, because I'm seeing one on traction.
There seems like some UK
Yeah,
company involved.
It says
No,
that
so that's
this
a
is-
sister
Dartly UK
company.
is a sister concern.
It's not.
It's not.
We don't own
our
it. It's
So
a
what
reseller
is-
agreement. So in the UK, because initially because of the logistics for us not able to register and the overheads, so one of the guys, Tony Grant, registered the company on behalf of Dartle in the UK, and we signed a reseller agreement with them. So they were upselling Dartle in the UK. He was taking profits out.
But we will make sure that we do that before we go ahead. Now the time has come. Okay, we're going to take one more question. I told you Darshan is my favorite child because he was in your shoes. Now he's in the
really? Okay.
investor's shoes. So special child, right?
Simply put, I want to ask what's the
Louder.
money in the bank and the overall, next 12 months projections. You have already given, but money in the bank and cap table, how many percentage you have already diluted to the investors?
So right now we have around 10 lakhs, 15 lakhs in the bank.
Burn also, sorry.
Burn rate is around 4.5 lakhs.
So
So
in case if you just have a 2 months runway, if I may
no,
put it
the
right.
revenues are coming in.
Revenues are coming.
Okay.
So we are expecting a monthly revenue of around 3.5 to 4 lakhs from the next month. And we are expecting to reach 100,000 USD, which is our operational break even by the March 2026.
I have one more question coming remotely from an entrepreneur, from an investor who is a very serious sports investor.
Wow.
He wants to know about issues related to compliance.
Very good question.
Let's hear that.
Okay. So typically compliance is also one major, like the reason why we work with associations are you talking about technology compliance or?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
So sports related compliance usually are like there's PII, NIL, name, image, likeness and all of that. So the reason why we work with associations is one, to help standardize these norms. So if you're an association today, you have no way of getting to all the people, all the little kids and all the grassroots. Through Dartle, you can segregate player registrations, understand what levels of training they've gone through, how many hours, how many types of training sessions you've gone through. And then that helps you standardize. So the associations get to go through this compliance. If they want to register a player, NIL also comes into play.
I think we are very happy with you. Audience, let's encourage the founders. Noise, 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 noise. Incentivize the investors. They really troubled us with the first one, right? कितने मुश्किल से 35 पे पहुंचे. Each time I think they should do better, but the audience also needs to do better. So give the investors a very big hand. Come on, पैसा चाहिए हमको तुम्हारा. आवाज जोर से, let's hear it. Very nice. So the scores come there, and the number of investors bidding goes in green. This works. Your fate is in their hands. Investor, make sure that your name. We have one investor who has put 35. This is not done yet. Every other. Come on, come on, come on. Ruko, check wale, ruko. Bidding is still going on. Bidding is still going on. I want more. Let's see if we can make this to 1 crore. Let's crore rupees. Let's see more. Let's see. I think we are going to break it. Come on. Yet. Okay. Use the opportunity to. Okay, 10 more seconds. Come on, 10. And then we close this. We have more going. We have more going. Nice. With that, the bidding. Come on stage. Everybody who has bid, please come on stage.
the content. Applause for him for carrying TTMM. Congratulations to Dartle. I mean, they just got funded. Wonderful, wonderful setup it is. All right. We are not over yet. We are just halfway to the 10-minute million. Now, I have a very special thing to do. I need to introduce a man. So, before I introduce him, I would love to ask, do you guys have secrets? Everyone has. Yes? Yes? Only a few people? Well, if you have secrets, it's better that you guard them. Because the man who is about to join us here does not just read thoughts. He reshapes reality. I'm talking about Mr. Naman Anand. He has performed in over 30 Shahrukh Khan, Mr. Salman Khan, MS Dhoni, Jacqueline Fernandez, Anushka Sharma, and even the Ambanis. So, quite a privilege. Known as Bollywood's favorite mentalist and the official mentalist for IPL 2025, he's here to do reality. So let's roll an AV before we welcome him. Can we have the audiovisual, please, for Mr. Naman? And then we'll welcome him with all the excitement. Can we have the AV, please?
Ladies and gentlemen, get ready for a show like no other.
He's one of the finest trickster magician I've ever seen.
Get ready to experience the ultimate thrill ride. Give it up for Naman Anand Magic.
Good evening, one and all. How are you doing? I think this side is doing better than this side, so I'm going to ask one more time, how are we all doing? Thank you so much for that lovely welcome. My name is Naman Anand, and just like you must have heard and seen, I'm a mentalist. Simple words mein, I'm a mind reader. But in even simpler terms, आपके phone passwords, आपके ATM pin codes, and आपके deep dark secrets are not safe in front of me, usually. Okay? But having said that, the next couple of minutes I'm here for this lovely E-Summit and for each and every one of you. जितनी भी चीजें अब होने वाली हैं for the next couple of minutes, it's going to be about each and every one of you, आपके mind, आपके thoughts and everything about you, not about me. So we're going to try something, a lot of experiments. I'll call a couple of people on stage and बहुत सारा मजा आने वाला है. So before, more than I talk and explain what I do, want to demonstrate what I do. So we'll do a very quick experiment, छोटा सा experiment करेंगे, just for me to understand यहाँ पे सबके दिमाग में क्या चल रहा है. So very quickly, audience, आप सब अपने हाथ, can you keep it on your lap? Very quickly. Investors, audience, everyone, left, right, center, everyone, जितने लोग बैठे हैं, you have to follow this. Keep your hands on your lap. Quickly take a deep breath for me. Relax. Perfect. अब हम सब साथ में कोई भी एक कलर अपने दिमाग में सोचेंगे. Any color that comes to your mind. Okay? Don't say that to me. अपने बाजू वालों को मत बताना, सिर्फ अपने मन में रखना. And whoever thought, जिसने भी either red या blue सोचा, raise your hands up quickly. मेरे को एक quick look देखने दीजिए. Perfect. Keep your hands back down. This is a small test. मैं दिखाने वाला हूँ कि हम सब इतनी easily influenceable हैं आज की दुनिया में. And I'm going to prove that again and again. Another time, I want you to understand how all of us can be influenced in another way. Can all of you together think of a number in your mind? कोई भी number between 1 and 10. Any number that comes to your mind first? Perfect. And whoever, जिसने भी number 7 सोचा, raise your hands quickly. Perfect. A lot of people. रुकिए अभी तक हम पहुंचे नहीं है. काफी लोग अभी तालियां मार रहे हैं. This is not the act. But moving on, there is a third group यहाँ पे जिसने दोनों बार अपना हाथ ऊपर नहीं किया. Can you guys raise your hands up? जिसने दोनों टाइम अपना हाथ ऊपर नहीं किया था. Perfect. We have a couple of people here. We have sir, we have ma'am. Interesting. You know ये जो third group है, इनको लगता है कि ये सबसे outside the box सोचते हैं, creative लोग हैं, extraordinary हैं. But this was just a way, guys, for me to pick my first couple of volunteers. And I think, ma'am, requesting you to please join me on stage. You will be one of the first people to help us. A round of applause for ma'am, guys. Give it up. And on this side, sir, I think you will be amazing. You had raised your hand towards the end, sir. Requesting you to please join me. A round of applause to the both of them, guys. Give it up. How are you, ma'am? Nice to meet you. We'll have the mic for you. Check. Ma'am, can we please have your name? Karishni, can we have ma'am's mic, please? Hi, sir. How are you doing? Can we have your name, please? Pranav, nice to meet you guys. Ma'am, आप आ सकते हो. मैं आज wallet phone नहीं चुराने वाला हूँ किसी के. No, I will read your mind. But so the reason मैंने आप दोनों को बुलाया is because not ज़्यादा from sir, from your side, you were one of those people in this entire audience जो सोच रहे थे कि काश नमन आज मुझे ना बुलाए स्टेज पे. So जो ऐसा सोचता है मैं उनको सबसे पहले बुलाता हूँ. But we'll do a quick experiment. एक और कारण है, ma'am. I'll just get the mic, please.
कारण ये है कि वो भी खन्ना है, मैं भी खन्ना हूँ.
Oh, see sir, यही मेरा act था. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. But मैं influence की बात कर रहा था, right? And mind reading की बात कर रहा था. तो हम दोनों को demonstrate करेंगे एक छोटे से way में. Ma'am, are you a lefty or a righty? Thank you so much. And what about you, sir? Righty as well. You can grab the mic. Small experiment. Ma'am, I'll try with you first. Give me your hand like this, right hand. ऐसे सीधा कीजिए. And I got a little something for you. In fact, मैं आज घर से निकल रहा था and I just thought I'll get a dice with me, audience. You know, we are all so familiar with the dice in our lives. We've used it at different points in our lives. Now, many people use this as a thing to play games and gambling, etc. But I will try to read your mind with this. So while I go to sir, I'll grab the mic. I want you to pick a number, ma'am. कोई भी number इसमें choose कीजिए अपने हाथ से. Put it on the top. किसी को नहीं दिखाना, कैमरा को नहीं दिखाना, किसी को नहीं दिखाना, and then you cover it. Okay, but you can take your time. I'll come to you, sir. Sir, I'll do something interesting with you. Sir, I want you to think of a name. एक कोई भी नाम जो आपके दिमाग में अब आ रहा है. Someone who's personal, not a famous celebrity or somebody who's not here at this event. ताकि कोई chance ही नहीं है कि मैं उस नाम के बारे में कुछ पता लगा पाऊँ. And while I go to ma'am, I got a pen I think for you. You changed your mind twice, but आप change मत करना. Just stick to the first one that you have right now. I can sense कि आपने थोड़ा सा change किया था. तो sir, I've made a little box for you. Please hold this. This is a proof. So I want you to write it down in big bold letters यहाँ पे box में. उसके बाद page को फाड़ के अपने pocket में डाल दीजिए. Ma'am, no, you just cover it with your hand. Take a step forward with me. आगे आइए. जो number आपने choose किया वो top पे है. Yes? Okay. Just think about this number in your mind. Very slowly, not so fast. Ma'am just started saying it very fast क्योंकि उनको वापस जाना है. So, see, I'm standing so nicely. I'm not intimidating you at all. आज मैं dangerous mood में जरा भी नहीं हूँ. Okay? So we'll try this. And audience is the witness कि आपने genuinely number अपने आप से choose किया. मैंने आपको force नहीं किया था. So ma'am, look at me. Keep saying the number again and again in your mind. Only in your mind. हाँ? जोर से मत बोल देना. वापस बोलिए बार-बार अपने मन में. Interesting. And audience, you all saw कि ma'am ने number खुद से ही choose किया था. Yes? Interesting. Ma'am, this time I want you to visualize the number in the air, in your mind. Interesting. मैं mic वापस लेके आऊँगा. Sir, are you done? You can keep the paper in your hand. I'll just come to you in just a second. जो भी ये नाम है अपने मन में दोहराते रहना बार-बार, ठीक है? Ma'am, interesting. Keep saying it again and again. Can you close your eyes? Keep your eyes shut. Do not open your eyes जब तक मैं आपको ना कहूँ. I think ma'am कुछ और लेने वाली थी, but then I think she went for this. मैं सबको दिखा रहा हूँ, sir, even you. And the entire audience can see it on the camera as well. Ma'am, मैंने audience को दिखा दिया है कि according to me what you're thinking of. आप अभी हमें 3 की गिनती पे mic पे बताएंगे. They will react and tell you if I was right or wrong. So for the first time, ma'am, what is the number you're thinking of?
5.
That's number 5 right there. Thank you. Ma'am, एक और बार करेंगे because this is just a one-off probability. So while I try to read sir's mind now, I want you to choose another number, but इस बार थोड़ा shuffle कीजिए ताकि आपके हाथ में भी ना हो कि क्या होने वाला है. Then आप number देख के उसको cover कर दीजिए. I'll get the mic. Don't worry. Perfect. And sir, अब सर को लग गया है कि हाँ इस बंदे में कुछ तो बात है, ये सच्ची में ये सब करता है. So I'll just keep this back if you don't mind. And sir, I'll ask you a couple of questions. आप थोड़ा आगे आएंगे please. I'm gonna write down those answers also on my phone. You said you're a righty, yes? Can I ask you what was the color you had thought of when I asked you for the color question? इससे मुझे समझ आता है आप सोचते कैसे हैं.
कलर सोचा ही नहीं था, मैं कुछ और कर रहा था.
अच्छा आप कुछ. I love this person, sir. That is the main reason why you're here, and I'm going to try this. Ma'am, all you have to do is keep saying the number you chose this time in your mind. बार बार दोहराते रहिए. I'll try to do both together now. So think if this is a male or a female in your mind. बताना मत. So sir is, you know, he likes me and what I do, but इनको इतना जल्दी भरोसा नहीं होता सब पे. He's a little bit of a skeptic when it comes to mentalism. ठीक है? I can feel that. That is why usually a male in such a big audience thinks of a male name, but इन्होंने एक female का नाम सोचा. Yes, interesting. Wait for it. Count the number of letters in this name. अपने मन में. सिर्फ अपने मन में. Do not say anything out loud, okay? Perfect. He's trying to look away from me. That means that this is usually interesting. I think 4 to 5 letters, not more than that, something like that. Less than 6 letters for sure. You can nod and tell us. It's a short name. Just think about the first letter while I go to ma'am, and I'll come back in just a second. Oh, okay. Interesting. I'll just come back. Ma'am, this time, आपने एक number अपने आप से choose किया, but you shuffled it. You did not like. You shuffled it. Perfect. And आपने audience को नहीं दिखाया, correct? This time I want you to do something else. I don't want you to think of the number because then आपने last time वही किया था. I want you to not think of the number. आप झूठ बोलते जाना मुझे. मैं mic आपके पास लाऊंगा. No, cover कीजिए उसको, cover कीजिए. I'll hold it for you.
I'm a lawyer, so I can.
Oh, interesting. Lovely. I've called the right people on stage. So you, sir has a name. Ma'am के पास एक number है. And ma'am, don't think of that number. झूठ बोलो अपने दिमाग में. Try to manipulate me completely.
Lawyering, this is my daily job.
Yeah, exactly. Why you should be good at it. But I think I have a fair idea. Interesting. Can you both close your eyes now? Oh, okay. I think I'm getting something like, okay, I'm going to write this and I'm going to write this. अपनी आंखें बंद रखिएगा जब तक मैं आपसे ना कहूँ. And audience, कोई भी चिल्लाएगा नहीं, कुछ बोलेगा नहीं. I'll try to get this in the front. If we can get like a little zoom on the camera also. मैं थोड़े से investors यहाँ पे जो हमारे बैठे हैं, इनको आप सबको दिख गया? Yes. The people sitting in the front row, give me a thumbs up. And if we can get a little zoom also on the camera ताकि पीछे के लोगों को दिख जाए. मैंने ऊपर एक number लिखा है, नीचे एक नाम लिखा है. I might be, yes, perfect. Thank you. This is what I am getting. Now, sir and ma'am, मैं 3 तक गिनूंगा. And ma'am, you will go first at the count of 3. आप अपनी आंखें खोलेंगे, number बताएंगे. And sir, then you will open your eyes and tell the name. जनता हमें बताएगी if we were right or wrong, okay? So at the count of 3. 1, 2, and 3. Ma'am, you go first.
2.
And sir, you go next. What is the name that you have? Pooja right there for you. That is Pooja right there for him. Thank you. So you should confirm that on the mic. What was the name you're thinking of?
Yes, it is Pooja.
Thank you so much, guys. A round of applause for the both of them. Thank you, ma'am. You can have a seat. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. जोरदार तालियां हो जाए दोनों के लिए, guys. Give it up. Thank you. Thank you so much. आगे बढ़ते हुए, you know, this was a small example. You all are here tonight. इतना मजा आ रहा है मुझे आप सबसे मिलके. So I thought कि कुछ special करते हैं यार. But वो special मुझे आप सबके साथ करना है. Obviously, I can't call all of you on stage, unfortunately. But I can try to do something collectively with all the minds that are here. ठीक है? तो एक चीज मैं try करना चाहूँगा. इसके लिए भी मुझे कुछ help लगेगी. I think someone from this side who was there, sir right there, जो आपके पीछे बैठे हैं, जो phone use कर रहे हैं. हाँ जी. Sir, आप avoid कर रहे हो मुझे because आपको पता है कि आप मुझे देखोगे नहीं तो मैं आपको बुलाऊंगा. So sir, requesting you to join me on stage. Round of applause for him, guys. Give it up. And ma'am, all the way at the back, you thought I cannot see you in my view of the vision. So please requesting you to join me as well. जोरदार तालियां हो जाओ दोनों के लिए, guys. Give it up. How are you doing, sir? All good? Nice to meet you. And we got both the mics. Sir, can we have your name first on the mic, please?
Arvind Ujwal.
Sorry?
Arvind Ujwal.
Arvind. Nice to meet you, Arvind. And ma'am?
Anisha.
Anisha. Oh, perfect. I can say that I knew both your names start with A, इसलिए मैंने आपको बुलाया. But I wouldn't say that. You can also join sir on this side, please, Anisha. Perfect. Audience, मैंने starting में कहा था एक influence word के बारे में. जब से मैं stage पे आया हूँ, what if I say everything that I did with the both of them, I tried to read their minds. Everything was just an act, a facade. कुछ और बड़ी चीज के लिए. I was trying to plant certain things in the audience, okay? And I'll tell you, and maybe in the minds of both of you, and we'll try this. Can both of you step forward with me? Okay, audience, आप सब ये साथ में करेंगे मेरे, and let's see how this kind of goes. As a mentalist, mind reading तो हम करते हैं, but this is the best part that I love doing, which is mass influence. So audience, जितने भी लोग follow कर रहे हैं, I want you to remove your phones. आप दोनों को जरूरत नहीं, we can share it, but Remove your phones, open your calculators, क्योंकि I am very bad with numbers and mathematics. Sorry to say it at IIT, but I am bad. And जब सबने अपना calculator खोल लिया हो एक बार, just give me a yes together. फिर से ये side ज़्यादा बोल रहा है वहाँ पे. Lovely. So we'll try a small number game. So I'll start with you because I picked you first. अगर मैं आपसे पूछूं कि आपके दिमाग में इस समय एक random 3-digit number कौन सा आ रहा है, तो आप क्या कहेंगे?
646.
646. ये कोई डील से रिलेटेड था, कुछ पिच से